All these places that I've played around the world, the place that has always stayed close to my heart is Ghana, the home, the motherland. So I had this idea to say, why don't I bring this sport to my people here? And after much work and turmoil, we first started coming here in 2018 with the Ghana Swim Association. They introduced us to the Owutu Winton Senior High School. We came here, we gave them some equipment, and from 2018 to 19 to 20 to now 21, we've officially been able to develop the first club team, Owutu Winton School Water Polo Club, and now we've done an event here. And the real roots of this event here is swimming is a very important skill to have. More so, it's a life-saving skill to have. And we've seen the great success Ghana has had with swimming. And swimming and water polo go hand in hand. So I said, hey, swimming is going very well. It's time to add water polo. And water polo is a sport that not many people know about. And I think Ghana can truly be a country and a place to really push the sport to the top position where it needs to be. And also shine a continual positive light on Ghana that we've seen before.
I mean, what should Ghana do in terms of positivity? We are talking water polo going to the world.
Absolutely.
So what should Ghana do?
So what you should expect is seeing the Black Stars on the Olympic podium one day. The plan is here. We don't do anything small. You know Africans or Ghanaians. We don't do anything to the small amounts. We do everything to the top. And we're starting small here, but as you can see with our numbers, we're very serious. And as this things begins to snowball, we're going to see great success. So our plan is to have a Black Star team for Ghana representing at the Olympics one day. And then eventually we'll be having a league, a water polo league here based in Ghana, among many other things, an academy, more club teams. And we want to really welcome the diaspora to come and play water polo in Africa and really just continue to shine this light, because it's time for us to come home, you know, and it's time to give back to Africa, truly. And let's start so doing in Ghana.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Papa, before you go, just one thing. What does it take to play water polo?
Oh, Chale, what does it take to play water polo? A strong heart, a strong foundation. You have to be dedicated, and you can't be deterred very easily. Strong faith, and you don't necessarily have to be physically fit, but you have to be mentally fit, because the sport is very easy, but the sport is not very easy. It's a very difficult sport to play, because like football and basketball and American football, you are running, and we are born walking and running. Or water polo, you have to learn how to swim first. And if you're not a good swimmer, then Chale, you're going to struggle with this sport. So you have to be able to swim. You have to be ready to come play, ready to come committed. Because, Chale, these people are going to fight you. There's a lot of wrestling happening under the water. And the game is not going to be very fair to you. So you have to keep your strong spirit, keep your strong faith. And you have to know that when you are training, you're not going to be alone. You're with a team. And your team, their teammates, they're going to be your brothers, they're going to be your sisters, they're going to be a family. And when you struggle together as a team, I promise you will succeed together. So you have to be very strong. And just have the faith that even though the workouts are very tough and the game's going to be very tough, it's all done to benefit you. And it's all done to benefit our own people and our fellow people here.
For instance, football as a discipline, we have the 7-a-side football.
Sure.
We have the 11-a-side.
Sure.
We have 5-a-side that
Sure.
we play. For water polo, in terms of the specifics.
The age specifics.
You know, the playing specifics. How many players?
How many players per team?
And how many teams can we form out of?
So we have been working with CANA, the Confederation of African Aquatics here, and in their constitution it states that each team has 13 players. So in the water we have 7 players, and that means we'll have 6 players on reserve. So we need 5 players to be on the perimeter, 1 player in the center, and then 1 goalkeeper. And each one of those players will have a defensive component next to them. So really, you'll need 13 members to have a team. But the least you will need is 8. 8 is the very, very, very least you will need, just to have 1 reserve. But we want to mimic the football league and the other sports leagues here and have a water polo league. Just like how you see on the TV, they have the banners. The next time we do this, you'll see the banner behind us with our sponsors. We want to thank Rima for coming to sponsor us, Breaklicious Food Charity coming here, and of course, UG for letting us host this event here. So I think that is all the
with this diaspora thing you're calling about, I know this sport is not gender biased, right?
True.
So when are we going to see you champion more of the girls do this? Because I've seen more boys currently.
Right.
When are we seeing more girls being
So
encouraged?
the door is open for the ladies team. I've already constructed a blueprint for what we will look like for the men's and the ladies team. For the men's league, we'll call it the Akomfo Noche League. That will be for the men's. For the ladies, we'll have the Ya Asante League. So if you're a men playing water polo, we'll put you on the Akomfo Noche side. And if you are a lady, we'll put you on the Ya Asante side. And that's going to be the blueprint. As far as the requirement, the door is open. So any ladies that want to play the sport or want to learn how to swim, please contact somebody here. If anything, you can go to the GSA first, and they can direct you to where you can start swimming, because you need to learn how to swim to play the sport first. And we will do so to continue. Water polo, we have a 6 versus 6.
Yeah.
It's almost like a half circle. You've got 6 players around the outside, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a center in the middle with the offense. In the event of an exclusion, we go to what looks like a 4-2 formation. We have 4 lines, or 4 players in the bottom line in front of the post, and then 2 up top. That's going to occur for 20 seconds, I believe. And once an exclusion happens in a 6-6, the excluded player will go to the penalty box, and he'll wait there for 20 seconds. While that exclusion is happening, we go into our 4-2 formation, and we're passing, because the offense is now in a man-up scenario, or the defense has to play a man down. That's the best time for the offense to score, because again, the offense has the advantage of 6 and the defense has the disadvantage of 5. However, it's anybody's game. A strong defense can stop any possession, and a strong offense can conclude any. Penalty box, yes. And we have the front court, we have the counter-attack, and the back court. The front court is when the game is played. We all set up in our 6 versus 6 or 6 versus 5 and play. The counter-attack is when we transition from defense to offense and vice versa, and the goalie can make the pass. Let's say one of our players is very fast off a fast break. The goalie will make the pass to that player swimming, and he will have a 1 on nobody. 1 against nobody, but really 1 against the goalie. At that time, it's the 1 against the goalie, where he will make the move, and he'll fake, maybe slide across the goalpost to score. A lot of the best goals come out of counterattack, going from offense to defense, where a player will shoot the ball, the goalie will block it, then he'll become ready, holding, to make the pass to be able to play. Water polo, we do have the cards as well. We have a yellow card and a red card. Yellow cards are given to players who are maybe over-celebrating too much, being rude, speaking back to the referee. We all have it in all sports. They can also be given to the coaches as well for arguing too much. The yellow card is more of the warning. And the red card is when you're finished. That's when you have to leave the deck and you can coach maybe from the fence side, or you have to leave the deck depending on your demeanor. And with the exclusions, each player can be excluded up to 3 times. So you're excluded once, you go to the penalty box. Twice, again to the penalty box. The 3rd time, the referee will show a red card and you'll be done for the rest of the game. Water polo has 4 quarters. 4 quarters of 7 minutes each. The first quarter we play for 7 minutes, 2-minute break. Second quarter, 7 minutes. And then we have halftime, which should be a 5-minute break. Then we continue with the 3rd quarter at 7 minutes and the 4th quarter at 4 minutes.
Okay, I've seen this pool.
Yes.
And I've seen the poles turn upside down at this particular time. What's the side length of a standard?
A standard, 25 meters.
25 meters.
Yeah, that's about.
So which is that this pool is bigger than. So we can play 2 matches here.
Oh, a match. A match is 25. But we're normally playing the Olympic-sized pool, and you will see this year in the Olympics in Tokyo, they're all playing in Olympic-sized pools.
Okay.
And that's the nature of the game. So we're very thankful to Ghana, and I truly believe that Ghana and Africa can push the sport to where it needs to be. 1 on each opposite side of the pool. And they'll be blowing their whistles, walking up and down, and they're constantly blowing the whistles, constantly drawing fouls and exclusions. Those are the ones who really have the most power in the game.
In basketball, we got calls. In lawn tennis, we've got calls. Do we have calls where we can review a situation or an event?
You know what we do? We'll go to the referee table and they'll say, oh, this happened, what should we do? Should we overturn a call? And again, I think Ghana can pioneer this. I don't think on the large scale we've had replays where we can review the calls and the plays in water polo. So I think Ghana, that could be something we can look to exercise. But yes, it is very normal. At the higher levels in Europe, you will see replays happening, challenging calls and reviewing any plays in the water.
Technical officer when it comes to life saving.
Okay.
But he's associated with water polo.
So he's with the diving association. Okay. So
Let the question through.
You start.
Let the question through.
Okay. First and foremost, you've been here. We are now going to see another addition to the water sports. One, how excited are you to see this introduction of sports?
Exactly. Thank you.
Oh, my man is.
We are very excited to bring on water polo sports. Water polo, as we know, is more like soccer in water. Just that here we don't have land, but we have water to play with. The excitement with having water polo here is that one, for me as an athlete, is that we create room for more athletes in a team form, and then are able to promote Ghana or send Ghana all around the world. The major thing is with water polo, we expand as a team and then we work as a team. Unlike with, let's say, other disciplines, you are like solo and then you're doing it alone and you qualify alone. Water polo, you even qualify as a team, and that is the major excitement.
If you look at the type of athletes we have, water athletes, let me put it, aquatic athletes or whatever you call it we have here, do you think that we will get quality players to really stand the test of time?
Well, yes. One thing we are looking at here is not to actually want to compete with any country or any groups at the moment. What we are looking at is developing from the grassroots. So as you can see, we've done works in Sefa-Boakye in the Oriental region. We've done works in the Central region in Turentin. Next week we are going to Kumasi to do some works. We've been there previously, but we're going to do some works there. We also have been training the beach guys, the Art Center boys, and they are also here with us. So for us, our focus now is to develop the sport. Now when we develop the sport, and it's more like how we have soccer on the lips of everybody in Ghana, if we have water polo on the lips of most people in Ghana, then that would be a shortcut for us to now look at going for nationals, international, world championships, Olympic qualifiers, and for sure we'll make it to Olympics and win. I believe that.
Okay, and finally, people know that swimming, when you do it to a certain stage, you receive enough to keep. With the sports, does it really pay? Tennis pays, football we hear pays, cycling pays.
Exactly.
Water polo does it pay?
Exactly. So water polo as a sport is a room for all. When I say room for all, room for athletes, room for coaches, room for sponsors, and more especially media. Yes, because you take the work out there, and then the work gets to the world. Now, when it's in terms of sponsorship, for instance, today in this test training, we have Rima here to help us with the visual aspect. Anything could happen with respect to sports, and then we have Rima here to help us. Same way too, we could have other people to come in to sponsor, and that is also promoting their brands. Now the good part with water polo is we always have a cup we wear, and with the cup it comes with different colors depending on your team description. Now that alone can also be an opportunity for somebody who is not even thinking of water polo. But then in terms of business, that person will be the one producing the materials for us. And we are glad to do made in Ghana stuff. And when we don't have the strength, we can get from other places and then promote. So I think water polo has a space for all. And then in the future, we're going to see a lot more people sports.
Thank you very much. So you happen to be a technical director of water polo, right? And you are the same as a member of the diving association. You are a swimmer. Okay. Thank you.
My name is Ajele Akwe, and together with Pamela Sakifio and Mark Sakifio, we are the founders and owners of Rima Therapeutic. It's a physiotherapy and medical massage clinic in Asylum Down. And we were invited to join this event to show the necessity for physical therapy and sports, the combination and how it works well together.
And so if you just sum it up for us, really, where is the link? How does it connect?
The link is in the prevention of injury, not only in sports, but also as a preventative tool. Massage is very powerful in preventing all kinds of injuries, even in daily life, our daily living, and even into old age. As we age, we need massage. Everybody that has a body needs massage. We do things repetitively, especially athletes, swimmers, runners. They do things repetitively. It has a strain on the body. Massage and physiotherapy helps to relieve that strain so that it doesn't become a permanent injury.
So with this new sport, people are very, very excited, especially the young ones here. What advice do you give them in terms of adopting this new sport?
Well, the kids always love water, and anything new in the water will excite them. And better they should use their youthful energy in sports than in anything else that they might find to do. And water polo is something very new in Ghana, but it's a very established sport. So I think the excitement plus Asante's energy will draw them into, joining this sport and, making a go of it.
Thank you very much.